Hey guys, when I, 9 months ago from now, it's currently June 2023, 10 months ago, I quit my job. I quit my job because I knew I had to be fully committed to do business. And some of the paradigms I had was that my dad would say, hey, do you want to be a salaryman or a businessman? And I asked him, well, can't you do both? And you can't do both because it takes a lot of time and energy to do either. However, you guys are a bit more smarter. You guys have spent some money to buy this course and said, hey, I want to learn from the guy who's doing business full time so that I can now leverage some of the things that in the process that he does into my own. And this is where now work-life balance starts. So me, after 10 months of doing this, I have figured out systems and ways to do business as well as keeping a full-time job. And what I was missing at the time was I didn't know how to leverage processes into my business. So right now, let me just switch my screen. Oops, there you go. Right. So right now, everything in life requires time, money, and energy. And if you have work, a full-time job, your time is very limited. Your time is limited, however, you do output money. I would suspect your energy is also low, but your money is high. Now, in this case, you've spent some money with me and said, I'm going to use that money to learn the processes, and I'm going to teach productivity and all that other stuff. But to learn this fundamental principle, you need to know what you can leverage. And a very simple thing is, for example, if you clean your house, but you could have spent some money that you already earn to save you time, to increase time. So cleaning could be done every weekly, and I believe mine is like £45 for every 2 weeks, and they do 2.5 hours, so you can work out the hourly rate for that. And they do a very good job. And actually, I have a separate list and things to check off of, but whatever. That saves me 2.5 hours every 2 weeks. And I'm actually thinking once I make more money, I'll probably increase that. That saves me 2.5 hours, the time that you guys didn't have, right? A PT. If you have a PT, you'll be generally fitter. It's their job to make yourself healthier. You have money again. The money is this PT. Now, I'm not here to question your beliefs on if you should get a cleaner, should get a PT. I'm saying if you have excess money, which you don't have time because you have a full-time job and you don't have energy, well, the PT is a double whammy. The PT will increase your time because you don't have to plan what you have to work out. You just have to show up, do an hour of whatever he or she says, and your energy levels will increase as well because you're healthier, you can do more. So your energy levels go up as well. And your time goes up because you don't have to think about the workout anymore. You just go there and it's their job to make it fun, their job to make it entertaining, and their job to show you your physical results based on the gym workout. And that can be once a week. And I'll be very surprised if it's more than £60 an hour. I don't personally have a PT. I separated these processes. But I'm saying if you have a full-time job, you should probably get a PT and a cleaner. These are the two obvious ones. And the last one that I also recommend is learning. There's so much you don't know how to do, and books are the thing that will get you. Now, books. We need to get you book reading to essentially one book a day or one book in the evening. Because if you can't do that, you will not be able to do both. And to do that, I would recommend you get the physical hard copy of the book, right? And then the audiobook. This is my symbol for audiobook, right? And then if you just spend an extra £7 on Audible to get of a book that you're going to buy for £20 anyway, so £27, that's like a what? What is that? I'm going to work that actually. 7 divided by 20. It is a 35% increase in price. However, you'll guarantee that you'll finish that book in a day or two. So instead of taking a month or two, it's now going to finish in a day, and you can apply those things you've learned. So you only have time and energy. Right now you have an abundance of money because you're working. Now, if you're in a different situation where you're wind up situation, you're in debt or whatever, we can get to that and literally go to my consultation for that, right? But while you're trying to balance the both of them, you need to spend some money to regain your time and regain your energy. Right now, you're probably not healthy. So therefore your energy levels are low, therefore you can't do anything else but work and only watch Netflix. That's going to drain your energy levels even further down. We need to get your time increased by for you to not clean, for you to not think about anything but your business, and you need to learn, right? I know this sucks that you have to risk some money. My risk was actually quitting my full-time job. And at the time I was getting paid 60k, and including bonuses, I think it totaled up to like 66k, right? You should not need to quit your 66k job to learn what I've learned. You just pay whatever the thing is, and then you need to spend a little bit more money, and then you can gain some freedom, gain some time, gain some energy. Now, I would actually also add here food. Because your food, I talk about the energy in a second, but food and your exercise levels will determine your energy levels and how you can sustain yourself and keep going. If you are tired after a work day, which you could be, your energy level needs work. And I'll make a separate video about how to increase your energy level, how to increase your money and increase your time. But right now, you are spending a whole huge sum of time to make some money. Use some of that money to save you time, i.e. a cleaner, to save yourself, get a PT to not think about your exercise, but do so exercise, you increase your energy and time, and increase the rate in which you learn. If getting an online course, if getting accountable, learning one-to-one teaching person will actually get you to absorb that material, it might actually be worth it compared to, oh yeah, I'll do it slowly over a month to 2 months. It depends what results you want. And these are the things I wish I knew before I quit my job. Hopefully you guys can get more of a balance. It's going to be a trade-off of something. It's not going to be your time because that's already going to your work. It's not going to be your energy because you're probably going downhill on your health anyway. And it's your money, no idea where that's going anyway. So you let me know. The rest of this course, I'm gonna try and give more details in each one. But for now, if you want to gain a work-life balance, for you to produce something outside of your full-time job, you need to use some capital to buy stuff. For example, you would probably buy a camera if you start a YouTube channel, right? I guarantee you it's more about self-discipline to yourself. So if you can't even willing to spend that little money on yourself, a camera is like £800, a really good one. This one here was like £800, right? That's more expensive than a PT, more expensive than a cleaner, and more expensive. Obviously, if you do months, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not here to question your beliefs. I'm telling you how to do both. And that's something that I wish I knew before I started. I had to quit my job, sacrifice my salary to learn this. Fucking use it, please.